Back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Chris Holdsworth of Team Alpha Male is coming out and exposing TJ Dillashaw on the MMA Hour. Man, I'm smelling bullshit, but I'll just get to the facts. I'll leave my opinion for the end. So this is, who is Chris Holdsworth? Some of you might be asking. Chris Holdsworth is the teammate at Team Alpha Male that Cody Garbrandt and Uriah Faber accused TJ Dillashaw of ending his career with, like, some dirty knees after sparring. You know, they were saying TJ Dillashaw spars dirty, he spars too hard, and he got mad after one sparring session and threw an illegal knee at a teammate, and his teammate hasn't fought since then, and, you know, TJ Dillashaw's fault, pretty much ending his career. Well, Chris Holdsworth, the guy whose career was supposedly actually ended, has not spoken out until today, which it's about 6 days before their fight at Madison Square Garden. They're the co-main event. It's going to be a great fight. This is going to definitely draw headlines. I mean, he said some pretty scathing things about TJ Dillashaw, but if you watch the actual interview, man, he just came across as so, like, forced, and he even, like, bro, I don't know, man. Ariel Helwani was like, so after the concussion, how'd you feel? He was like, come on, Ariel. Like, don't ask me about it. You know I'm lying. Or just some crazy stuff. It was like, I don't know. It seemed really weird to me. But he said TJ Dillashaw, he accused him of being on steroids. Another thing, I don't know, man. It just seems really weird, especially with the dissension at Team Alpha Male. You know, they're going to have like 5 head coaches instead of 1, according to Justin Buchholz. You know, he got demoted. So there's a lot of stuff going on at Team Alpha Male. Now, Chris Holdsworth came on today and he said, you know, he lost all respect for TJ Dillashaw once he heard that he was on the special supplements. And it was like, Ariel Helwani asked him, how so, since, you know, you're accusing him pretty much. He said, do you mean steroids by special supplements? He was like, come on, Ariel, you know, you're a smart guy, you know what I mean. He was like, all right, well, how long do you think TJ was on him? He was like, I don't know, you got to ask TJ. He was like, well, TJ's going to say, well, he said he's denying it. So, I mean, then he asked Chris Holdsworth, so did TJ Dillashaw actually end your career? And Chris Holdsworth went on to talk about how, like, if he does fight again, he'll have to start talking trash like Conor McGregor because it's not worth getting paid peanuts to fight. And it's like, well, if your career's ended from the concussions, you know, that's why you're not fighting. It's not because of what you're getting paid, right? I don't know. The interview was weird. You guys know I watched the whole Ultimate Fighter with TJ Dillashaw, Cody Garbrandt. I've watched all the interviews and stuff, and I know a lot of you guys, you know, said something about when in the interview with Cody Garbrandt and Uriah Faber, how you guys really weren't buying it the way they were saying it, and so it's really awkward. And some people might ask, what? And he even said, why would I lie? Well, I mean, there's a pretty good reason for, even if you're not lying, you know, you're being loyal to your teammate, even if you're over exaggerating a little. Now, TJ Dillashaw has admitted himself he spars hard. I mean, he's a competitor. He's in there. Could he lighten up a little bit? Yes, he said, but that's what that's probably why he's a champion. Why he's fucking, this dude took a picture with the belt at his wedding. Like, he wants that belt back. He's been getting skipped. He's been taking out contenders. He used to be the champion. He left on his teammate, and according to him, they're literally killing his character, or trying to assassinate his character. They're accusing him of ending teammates' careers. They're accusing him of being on steroids. They're accusing him of fucking being a traitor, a snake. And according to him, I just wanted to fucking train at another place. They kicked me out of the gym, and they thought I was going to pick them. You know, it was like a my way or the highway, so I took the highway, and now they're accusing me of all this shit. So either way, man, there's so much shit going on here. It's going to be a great fight regardless. I mean, Cody Garbrandt's a knockout artist. TJ Dillashaw, to me, has always been an exciting fighter. I mean, it's going to be a great fight with or without this Chris Holdsworth interview, but he's coming out and he's sticking to the, you know, he's remaining loyal to the soil. He's saying everything that Cody and Uriah are saying is true. Now, on a side note, if there's going to be 4 new head coaches, if Justin Buchholz is still one at Team Alpha Male, maybe he's coming out here and sticking up for his teammate because he wants to be a new head coach. You know, there's some dissension going on over there, so I don't know, man. I really encourage you to go watch the interview for yourself. The Chris Holdsworth, it was the very first interview on the MMA Hour today, which is still going on. But I don't know, man. I played a lot of poker, and I would be calling this guy's bluff. I mean, and it's pretty fucked up if it's not true. I mean, I do believe TJ Dillashaw might have threw some knees at his head, you know, in sparring, but not intentional, not trying to end his career, and I feel like this might be a little over-exaggerated. But with all of these steroid accusations, another thing about those is you guys are accusing him of being on steroids while he was at your camp. Now that he's outside of your camp, you guys have been accusing him of steroids. I'm sure you saw us testing him. He's not getting caught. So what are you guys saying? He was cheating at your camp and not now? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? So they're literally, there's a lot of shit going on. TJ Dillashaw, man, he's gonna be pissed off, which I guess just makes for a better fight. But Chris Holdsworth coming out, and this is from the dragon's mouth himself, you know what I'm saying? This is from his mouth. He's saying TJ lied last week. He's saying he lost respect for TJ after he heard he was on special supplements. He said he never spoke out about TJ like after the hard sparring sessions because he didn't want to sound like or seem like a bitch. So he didn't say, "Hey TJ, you're gonna fucking give me a concussion," or you know, he didn't speak out and make a big scene because he didn't want to seem like a bitch. But he said, since everybody else is speaking up, I figured I would. And he did say the last concussion from TJ Dillashaw was one of the worst concussions, but he's never actually been knocked out. He said it is kind of why he hasn't fought for so long, but then he also alluded to the money issue. So with that being said, it is what it is. I've said enough. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you think about this craziness in the comments. I'm out.
Bye, Felicia.